Hi there, welcome to this week's Member Monday. I'm pleased to be joined today by Jack Moodie, who is from one of our members here at the Bathroom Association, and Pimberly have been a member of the association for some time now. So thanks for joining us, Jack. Really appreciate your time here.
No problem.
Um, so just to kick off, can you tell us all a little bit about Pimberly?
Yeah, sure. So, look, Pimberly are a service provider to the BA. So we are a AI powered PIM dam solution. So we help businesses, particularly bathroom brands, with who have really sort of complex product ranges, right? So we're a Manchester based company, and like you said, we joined the BA. I think it was about 12 months ago now. So we really joined the BA off the back of sort of us moving into the construction market, which has been a really big focus for us, wholesale building materials to be specific. So we have around 40 customers in that sort of sector now, with quite a few of the BA members, some of those being like Aqualisa, Abode, some of the Norcross members as well. We work across the supply chain with merchants and manufacturers as well. So yeah, that's a little bit about Pimberley and sort of who we work with.
Yeah, and what is it that Pimberly do? I mean, I'm not particularly technologically minded, but I know that you do the product information
Yeah.
management and digital asset management solutions. So how does that work, and how does that help members and companies to sort of get themselves into a better position for growth?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's twofold, really. So when we're sort of working with these businesses, and the conversations come down to sort of two things, particularly bathroom businesses. And the first one would be looking at driving efficiency, and the second one will be supporting sustainable growth. So, from an efficiency perspective, a lot of the brands that we speak with, particularly in the bathroom space, are still managing product data in a really old school way, and it's through spreadsheets, it's through shared drives, it's through maybe that person internally that the class is the Bible, right? And everybody's going to them and asking them for the information that's sort of in the head. And what we find is that really slows down how these businesses work and get their products out to market, essentially.
Mhm.
So how we support is we provide them with a PIMDAM solution. So essentially what that is at its core, it is just a central place to hold your documents, your imagery, you've got your installation guides, your certifications, and it's all managed in that central place. So what we allow product teams, marketing teams, and technical teams all to work from what we call a trusted source of information, that
Mhm.
central source of truth. Okay. For from bathroom brands in particular, some of the challenges that we see across the market are, if one dimension's wrong, you've got missing installation guides, you've got really sort of technical, outdated information. If this goes to customers incorrect, it really creates downstream problems, and it really makes these brands sort of difficult to work with and difficult to buy from, if you like. So that's essentially a couple of reasons how we can support in terms of efficiency, in terms of growth as well. We could help get products to market a lot faster. So, for some of the customers, for the likes of Abode and Vardo and Aqualisa, as people probably know already, bathroom ranges are really complex. They've got lots of different finishes, they've got lots of sizes, loads of spare parts and loads of bundles. And how do companies manage this on traditional, spreadsheets? It's really difficult. So what does, we have sort of really flexible data models, we have automated data sheets, we have sort of channel templates and bulk enrichments that really sort of support getting these products out to market in the format that customers are asking for it, and even demanding it in these days, as people are becoming a lot more demanding for product data. So yeah, I guess from a growth perspective, that sort of covers off the efficiency piece there. From a growth perspective, everyone's talking about this omnichannel world. Sorry, and as you know, people have lots of different places where they're selling the product. So bathroom brands are selling across websites, they're selling to merchants, they're selling to retailers, they're selling, even those traditional ways of selling in catalogs and product data sheets. And all of those different channels require accurate product information in many different formats. So Pimberly can help support that. So we can automatically distribute data down those channels in the right format. So, it supports better relationships, it supports faster product launches, and just genuinely starts to create sort of smooth customer experience, really. So yeah, that's essentially hopefully in a nutshell some of the areas where Pimberly can support some of the Bathroom Association members.
Yeah, I mean, these sorts of systems, they aren't just a nice to have anymore, are they? It's
Exactly.
really more of a must have. I mean, there's legislation coming down the line. I mean, for instance, the digital product passport for the
Yeah.
EU. I mean, these are this single source of truth, this product data, the one place where you can go to get the information that you need is so important now, and it will. Do you feel that it's more of a case of if you don't have it, then you will lose out? Is it
Exactly.
that kind of serious?
Yeah, no, it's exactly right. And you mentioned like stuff like DPP there, and that's some of the issues that we're actually tackling internally. We've got government grants to build a DPP module, working very very closely with the likes of Essex University. But I think what we're trying to the message we're trying to portray is that bathroom brands and just brands in particular, just you need to start thinking about product data as a commercial growth driver, not just as a this is a really boring internal admin task, right? And it's yeah, essentially that's what exactly what we're trying to say.
Yeah, and obviously you've helped many of our members already, and
Yeah,
you're there ready to help others. It's just we must get that message across, mustn't we? That if you don't get your data sorted, you will potentially lose out down the line.
yeah, exactly. And brands need to be easy to work with. I think we speak with household names who come to us, and brand being a big brand isn't enough anymore. You
Mm.
need to understand how your customers are buying from you, whether that's merchants, whether that's these big retailers, and if you're not able to work with brands easily, if by providing them with easy and quick product information that they need to sell their products, people are going to stop taking products from you. They're going to stop stocking your products.
Well, I think that is a fairly simplistic nutshell, complicated kind of topic, but I think we've
Yeah,
managed to get through it in a simplistic way, so that's good. So what else have you got planned for 2026? I mean, what, we're nearly halfway through the year already, currently
yeah,
basking in a terrible heat wave.
yeah.
What's for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things. One of them you mentioned there is the DPP module. So, obviously tech is constantly evolving, ever changing, and DPP is a hot topic. So that is coming down the line. But I think the biggest one that everybody loves talking about in 2026 is AI, right? And if we were a tech solution that was supporting AI, there's something sadly wrong there. So, one of the new things we've got coming down the line is Pimbles. So, excuse the name,
It's a great
love
name.
love it or hate it, it's coming down the line. So, look, Pimbles is essentially what we're using as our AI. Essentially, it's an AI assistant that is built directly into the Pimberly platform. It sits within your sort of workflows, it sits within your enrichment tools, and it sits within the data management layer. It's not a chatbot. It's very much just Pimberly thinking alongside your teams, right? So, how does it support members? It easily helps you enrich product records. You can easily find gaps along your product ranges. Automatically generate these product descriptions, really fancy marketing descriptions. It can sort of identify bottlenecks in your workflows with really little technical knowledge, essentially. So yeah, they are a couple of the things we've got coming down the line, and yeah, no, AI is a hot topic, so hopefully that's interesting for everybody.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting. I'd like to get a tester of that, but there you go. I haven't got enough data, but there you go. Jack, Brilliant. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully we've given everybody a good overview of Pimberly and what you guys do there. And as a platinum sponsor for our annual conference, our Connect conference in October later this year, thank you. And I hope to see you at conference later this year.
Fantastic. Yeah, sure. I'll be at the installer show, and I'll definitely be at the conference as well. I appreciate the time.
Well, we'll see you at installer show for sure.
Cheers, Lisa. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Jack.